that they were getting ready, or they would be tearing down their projects.
Okay.
So my prayer partner said to me, she said, Hannah Hawkins, there's an empty, vacant place where the Southeast House used to be. She said, I can envision you going through that red door. And you know one thing? I looked at her like she had lost her mind. But this day, we are there.
Yeah.
We are there. The only thing we want, and we pray to God, that we have someone or somebodies to come to allow us to build it up.
To build it up.
The city has allowed us to have the whole block.
Really?
Oh, you need to come.
I've got, how many houses are on the whole block?
It's a compound.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah, it's a compound. And, but we need to rebuild. We need to tear down and rebuild, because every time that I fix up, and we don't have any money, our roof collapsed, and we gather some money to fix the roof, and then over here collapsed. So we're in desperate need of renovation.
What about Jimmy Carter?
You know, we've tried to get him, and he came across my mind because he was in the city not too long ago.
Yes.
But for somehow or another, we couldn't get him.
Why? He was hard to get a hold of?
Well, the person that was trying said he was.
Oh.
And then, of course, he's in Cuba helping,
Yeah.
you know. He's all over the place. But
you know, to get something done, you got to get there yourself.
You got to
They got to hear your mouth and see
They
your
got to
face.
hear my mouth. And this is what I was saying to my granddaughter, and she was so glad that she was available today to bring me.
I'm glad she was,
I can't depend on Lottie Dottie and any other body.
Promises go right up in smoke, Hannah. They go up in smoke.
Yes, it does.
They'll make a promise and forget you as soon as they walk away.
Yes, they do.
That's what's right. We know what happened with a couple of others. I can tell you, you're not going to hear nothing back. Believe me, you won't.
Yes, yes. And they don't know that it's my holy obligation to follow through. And when you help the least, the lost, and the lonely, you are not just helping them, you're helping yourself.
Of course.
Because you're going to meet that particular person somehow down the line.
Of course, of course. You have a car to get around in? Or do you drive?
I don't drive anymore. I have a van that this wonderful church, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
This wonderful church in McLean, Virginia, it's an Episcopal church, gave me 10 years ago. And we're still scuffling and puffing around in that van. They thought enough of us
to give it to you.
To give us that van. And we need another one because we deliver food. We come up here to Bowie State.
And bring food up here too?
To some of the students.
Oh my God.
Because you have a lot of students in Bowie State that are away from home.
Have you talked to Senator Gloria Lawler?
No.
She stepped down a few years ago, but I know her like a sister. Let me get a hold of her.
I would love to.
She's
because
a wonderful lady.
A lot of people are not aware that a lot of these college students cannot afford to eat nutritionally. So what I did with Bowie, I would bring veggies, fruits, toiletries, and stuff like that, and I love doing it.
Good.
I do it in the city.
I can see you like to do it. You have passion. I go all about when I talk because I have my vision sort of like yours, and it's all in my heart, and it's just so hard to get other people to back you up.
You know, Miss Angela,
it's so difficult.
You're on the money. You are my kind of girl.
Well, thank you.
Because
will you have a glass of wine with me one day?
I sure will.
And we won't drink the whole gallon. But no, but you've got to have people put their hands in their pockets and pull out more than just their hand.
Yes.
You need that.
Yes.
You do.
Or to give me a loaf of steel bread.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on. I tell people all the time, just because you see me as a foot soldier, don't insult my intelligence. You got to open up the book and read it.
Exactly. How many children do you have with you now, Hannah?
That I service? Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds?
A lot of them cannot come like they used to every day because they have moved. D.C., as you know, have revitalized many communities. So you find children that may be here tonight, may not be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
do you ever ask yourself, did they get killed?
Well, Yes and no.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't go through those changes is because I know the circumstances that the mother could not afford to stay there for whatever reason. A lot of times the family broke up.
Okay.
The child may go into child care. And it's so many different reasons. And so to stop wasting my energy, I just gather together what I can. I not only feed the children that come to the center, but young mothers. I go to Blue. There's a program that's called STAY. Wonderful program.
STAY, what does that stand for, Hannah?
It's stay.
Stay.
Stay. Stay in school.
Stay.
And they has cosmetology, and they learn barbering. That's where I go every 2 weeks or every week to get my hair washed.
Good girl.
And wonderful students. And if it's anything that I believe in and can do for those students, I try to do, in order that they may stay in school, graduate, and spring out and get licenses to be members of society on their own.
You know, a child is really, really full of energy, and energy if you show them they can do something, and then they do it, Hannah. I swear, I've never seen anything like it. They say, you believe in me, and I do believe in the children.
Right. That's right. And you have to convey that, because every night before we close, it's one thing we have rap.
Really?
It's just like we sitting here talking now. Child, we have a ring, get chairs around, and my granddaughter, Shanika's there, and I close, I say, never look down on a man unless you're picking him up. And the major thing is, it's nothing any more dangerous than a dummy.
Exactly.
And I tell them that to boost them up. I said, because if you are uninformed and they're uninformed, and there's a sign that says detour, there's a muddy road ahead, and you can't read it or can't understand it, then hey, take another step, you're going to be blown up.
Exactly.
And this is what has happened with so many of our teenage girls. They trust in man instead of trusting in our Heavenly Father. They think, and Miss Angela, I can see the turning of events at the center, and it's like the old folks used to tell me, Mom, why do you do? Keep living. Keep living. And if you are seasoned, you can look at them and see how their personality has changed.
Right.
They start at 11 years old, taking an interest in a lot of these boys, which, okay, you say that's naturally. Okay, you may say it's normally. But then they go beyond that.
Exactly.
They drop out of school, and the next thing you know, their main menu for today is laying and playing.
Exactly.
And that's all they want to do. And then here comes the children, and they would meet me on the street like I'm some bimbo. Hey, Miss Hawkins, excuse me. Good morning, Miss Hawkins. That sounds better. JoJo will be down there after a while. She's 3 years old, planning when they going to push him in my door.
Oh, so they drop him out and you pick him up.
So I'm very anxious, especially now, because I know you have heard that the welfare amount that they will be receiving has been reduced.
Yes.
Drastically. And not only that, food stamps.
Yes.
And everything else. So they have given them these vouchers.
Okay.
And the vouchers will incorporate them moving to various other counties and jurisdiction. And a lot of them that I go visit now, they're down in rural areas, like Waldorf and wherever else. And they don't have the privileges of getting to certain job points.
Exactly.
And going to the corner and catching a bus to drop off the baby to the nursery and then going to school or whatever. So it's going to be a lot of heavy work that's going to be presented out here. Most of the shelters for men.
Really?
Oh, we receive on Saturdays a lot of young men. A lot of people think, oh, it's just old men in shelter. There are 16 years and 17-year-old young boys in shelters now.
Oh, my God.
And they're mixing
What
up.
do they do all day? Just walk the streets? That's how they get into trouble.
You said it.
They get into trouble
You
like
said
that.
it.
Yeah.
And the head of the on the Washington Post today was the increase of burglaries.
Oh, of course. Idle
With-
hands, idle hands.
Out of hands with the phones, and I tell the young girls, I said, take the phone out your ear. Take your iPod out your hand.
And pull those pants up.
We
Pull
call
your
them
pants.
pants on the ground, sagging pants.
Saggy pants dance on the
And
ground.
every day that I walk down the street, they'll say, hi, Miss Hawkins. I said, don't speak to me. Well, what I do? You want to see my underwear? Oh, no, no, no. And I don't want to see yours.
Good girl, good girl.
But that's the worst fad that they could possibly have.
Exactly.
I don't know why. I told them, I said they need to fine them because it's indecent exposure.
Right. It's bad. It's bad. And I mean, there's lots of pretty little girls out there showing off everything they've got. And it's like saying, here I am. I'm a good package like this. You want to take me out? But Hannah, you know, is going to end up pregnant in the bedroom.
It is.
And mothers aren't taking care of grandkids today.
No, they're not.
They're not.
Because the mother's trying to be as young as the daughters.
Exactly.
They're going in the club. And they're the ones that's wearing the little G-straps. I went to church the other day, and this young lady came in, and she genuflected in front of me, and the pants went down, and the other string in between the you-know-what came up.
Those are...
And I waited until she finished praying, and I politely touched her on the back. I said, please, pull up your pants, young lady.
She was advertising.
Yeah, the
In church, in God's help.
In God's help.
God's
the
house. Oh, no, all the way
on
down.
the rear.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Would you believe our time has up already, Hannah?
Oh, Lord.
But I'm giving you my word on TV in front of everybody.
Thank you.
You show me to get where you're at, and I swear I will do everything I can to help you. Because when I'm helping you, I'm helping them. And they're the ones who need it. I want to thank everyone for watching this. I hope you'll accept this show for what it is. It's truth and honesty. Thank you till next time.
Thank you so much.